Hi there, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Tuesday's Talk with Grada. Sorry I'm a little bit late today, but I had some family business going on in the background. And so I'm all yours now for the next 15 to 20 minutes. So today I am going to talk with you a little bit about how 95% of the world population, so 95% of humans, are stuck in survival mode and they will never change. So they are stuck on that hamster wheel for the rest of their life. And only 5% of the world population actually manages to get off the hamster wheel and to thrive or to grow. So they know how to grow their money and their health and their wealth, because, by the way, that all comes from the same thing. So 95% of the world population gets hooked into their emotional states, and they're on what I call the hamster wheel or the roller coaster of their emotions. And so, I mean, we all know that life happens, life throws us curveballs and obstacles, and that brings up a lot of emotions in us, and then nobody has taught us how to deal with our emotional states. And it might come as a surprise to you, but you are 99.999% an emotional being first and foremost, because the subconscious mind is the realm of your emotions and feelings and sensations, and we are 99% subconscious beings. So your immune system is run by your subconscious mind, your heartbeat, your breathing, the rate of your nails and your hair, how fast they grow. We all understand that is the subconscious mind is in charge of that. But lots of people don't know that the subconscious mind is also in charge of going after your goals, giving you the results that you want. So the conscious mind, which is your thinking mind, where thoughts happen, is less than 1%. So the conscious mind can go, all right, I want to save up for a beautiful house on the beach, or I want to create a beautiful family where it's safe for my children, and I don't want to be like my parents, I don't want to make the same mistakes and so on. But more often than not, you are going to duplicate your parents and make the same mistake, and you're not ever going to get that house on the beach. This is the reality for lots of people. And today I actually want to unpack a little bit why that happens. Because the conscious mind sets the goal, and the subconscious mind needs to go after the goal, but the subconscious mind is really entranced in all the belief systems and all the emotional states that were put into you from conception really till age 7, and then we forget that it's up and running. And our dominant thoughts are not the thoughts, by the way, that you're conscious of, so you can't even check in with your thinking a lot of the time to change your thinking, even though that's still very important. But you really, it takes practice to be the 5%. So there's 5% of the world that knows how to thrive. Really, out of those 5%, you can still probably weed out 3% of people who are still, not all, but who still, they're playing the game, they're playing a different game to all the other 95% of the population, but it's really only 2% of the world population that knows the rules of the game, so they know how to be successful. And I can help you in that, because I had to learn everything the hard way. And I've been through the school of life, and also I have highly trained intuitive and psychic skills from doing the work that I've been doing for many decades now. And also I've had lots of businesses, well, not lots, but more than most women that I know of. I've never worked for anyone else ever. I just started, I've always been an entrepreneur. And by the way, having business is called spiritual practice. All right, so my game, the game that I'm talking about right now, being different to the 95% of the world population, belonging to that 2%, that game is called spiritual fitness or spiritual practice. Well, spiritual practice leads to spiritual fitness. And I'm not talking about meditating in the mountains or reading scriptures every day and going to church. I'm talking about how you react when life happens and when problems come your way, and how do you solve that. And so spiritual business is spiritual practice, because if you want to have a good, successful business, you really have to have a strongly developed connection to your higher self or to source. So your spiritual life has to be fully activated. So just let me show you a picture who we are as human beings. So we come in as a spirit, so this is like spirit. And our spirit is always calm. It's like nothing can put a dent in it. It doesn't matter if your family falls apart, if you lose a loved one, if you have an accident, if you have sickness, your spirit is immune to all of that. So it's always still. And then we also have what I call our human suit, with our nervous system and our conscious and subconscious mind, and our physical body and our energetic bodies, by the way. And so that kind of does this all day long. So like you get out of bed and maybe you have a happy message on your phone, so you feel high, and then somebody is nasty to you, you go down. And so all day long we're subject to this. This is called a roller coaster, and it takes a lot of energy. And then lots of people don't know that this is this component in their lives. They only ever experience the up and down. And so when you work with me, and this is what I do every day when I don't see clients, it's an important part of my life. We get this part, which is your thinking and feeling, your nervous system, to meet and rest with your spirit and your body as well. Your body gets an upgrade as well. So our spirit is connected to source or God or the divine, and that way the nervous system and your human body, all the cells in your body, get to rest and connect to source through your spirit. And that's how you can up-level your systems all the time, because you can also compare yourself to a computer with lots of programs running. And really we need to stop every day and close some of those programs, right? We don't want to have them running all the time, and then also give your computer an upgrade. So in a minute I'm going to take you through a quick meditation to bring you into a space of like inner connection and inner peace, so you can be clear on your purpose, and on your outer purpose. Your external world will reposition itself once you rebalance your innermost self. So because people are on a roller coaster and they don't know that they can stop it, that they have their inner being is waiting to connect with them and give them a level of peace and an upgrade, people waste a lot of time, and this is what keeps the ball rolling in the wrong direction. So people don't get the results that they want. So some things could be you get caught up in drama all the time, even if you don't want to, but you get pulled into it all the time. So drama energy is not the energy of abundance. I just want people to get that. When you're always caught up in drama, you're not going to prosper. Also, it's not the energy of abundance. So you might be prospering in one section of your life. Maybe you might be physically strong, but your relationships are not good then, or your career. So getting off the hamster wheel of drama is very, very important. All right. So if you don't connect to your innermost self, or find help from a healer or a coach like me, then people often end up with physical pain, because all this stress is hard on your body, right? Of course, it makes sense, doesn't it, when your body is doing like this all the time, rather than just stillness and never having a point of true stillness, not even when they're asleep. These people are going to break down, so they're going to spend a lot of time in a doctor's surgery, wasting a lot of time and energy there. I'm also talking about how you shorten your lifespan, just not doing things that are high value, of course, and then poor quality sleep, forgetfulness, increased making mistakes that undermines your confidence, scrolling on social media, comparing yourself with other people, wasting time, missing out on your own enjoyment, or even, this is what I've been guilty of the last one, so that is like setting up businesses or creating businesses and then not achieving your goals because maybe that business was just like another shining object. So I have to be careful of that because I love adventures, and I'm very enterprising. I always see possibilities everywhere, and I've created businesses that I've had to let go of again because they weren't adding value to my life. They were wasting my time. Maybe they created a bit of movement somewhere, but they weren't giving me the results that I wanted. And I've had to sit really long and hard and then basically let go of those businesses. So that was a waste of time for me. Even though, you know, you learn from everything, but that is probably my default. So I did it as a distraction, as an avoidance tactic, rather than sitting with myself. So what are the things of spiritual practice? Well, like I said, having a business is spiritual practice. Being a mom of children is spiritual practice. The reason being that it's going to bring up lots of traits in you, shadows, and activate and trigger all your inner children, and all your, you're going to get triggered a lot. And so the spiritual practice is that you show up when you're triggered and you want to be the best version of yourself. So you might handle the situation poorly. So, but you're going to, after you've handled it poorly or put a big F of failure all over it, you're going to sit down with it and think, how can I do that better next time? And as soon as you ask that question, the solution is already coming your way. But be careful, because sometimes the solution means your whole life's going to be turned upside down, and then you also need to be prepared for that. So marriage is spiritual practice. We all know that because we marry our subconscious mind and we project all our unresolved negative traumas and memories onto our partner. So if you get triggered by your partner, and I do a lot, like probably out of all the people in the world, Peter triggers me the most, and that's actually perfectly normal, by the way. I always do my inner work when I'm being triggered and figure out what's going on for me. Is it an inner child? Do I have to go into it? Do I need to seek help? Does somebody need to help me? Because I don't want to be living from reaction in my life. I want to live from creation. So success, here's the big news. Success never happens by chance. It's never a coincidence, right? Success happens because you are showing up on the mat every day. You're doing your spiritual fitness workout. You work with your emotions. You work with your mind as well. So your mind, your thinking mind is the great trickster. So you don't believe every thought that you have. You be careful about which thoughts you allow to run the show. And you examine your results. So if your money isn't flowing, something is going on in your inner being that needs healing. It's just as simple as that, because your external reality is a complete photocopy of your inner reality, of the long-held beliefs you have about yourself. You can never beat your situation, your circumstances, your money can never beat your, how do I say it, what you think you're worth in your deepest held unconscious mind. So you can say to me, well, I think I'm worth $1 million or $10 million, but your body could be shaking its head and saying, no, I think I'm only worth minus $10 in the bank, something like that. So our conscious mind will trick us, but the subconscious mind always tells us the truth through the results that we have. So if you look in your bank account, the sum total of your equity that you have, that is where you're at with your internal value. Your barometer is set at that level. And if you want to up level that, I can help you with that. And you don't need to have accidents or trauma for that to shift for you, because I can show you where it's stuck and help you raise your money barometer or thermostat with the work I do with energy. All right, so these are lots of things. The reason why we waste time is because we're in pain. That's really the short often the reason why we have lots of addictions is because we're in pain, and the pain comes from a trauma that needs to be resolved. And a lot of the time, those traumas didn't start with you, they started with your ancestors, or they are stuck in you from previous lifetimes, and you have to learn the lesson in this lifetime. And of course I can help you with that, because that's my specialty, is to look at every angle as far back as we need to go, and also then we can check out your entire timeline. So I just want to give you a little taste now of coming back to yourself, coming back into your inner being where everything is happening, and just giving you some relief from being on the hamster wheel. And I'm inspiring you with all my YouTubes and stuff to choose to be in that 5% that is having a go at thriving, not being on autopilot. If you're living your life on autopilot, I'm here to tell you, you deserve much better than that. Right? So here's our spirit self, and here is our nervous system that's all anxious and overwhelmed and stressed and tired, and we're just going to rest our nervous system and let it have a little dip into our spirit. That's always who we are as well. Alright, so I'm just going to invite you to close your eyes, because when our eyes are closed, the conscious mind isn't behind the driver's seat. So just allow your thinking, educated mind to step out the room. Just put it outside the room for a minute. And then notice how your breath is being done for you. You don't have to do it. There are other forces at play that are breathing for you. And you can trust your breath, because you've been breathing forever. And your body is working with your spirit, with your mind, with your subconscious mind, with your emotions, and with your body, all 5 aspects of you, to create the breath. And just think about where all that is going without you even directing anything. Oxygen is carried into every cell of your body, and waste material is leaving every cell of your body. And with the breath comes the will to be alive, the willpower. Like, yay, I'm in this life to thrive, not just survival. You can say to yourself, I am done with surviving. Today, from this moment on, I choose to thrive. I'm open to receiving help from the universe. Even if I don't know what it means, I know I deserve better than what I've been getting. You can put your hand here where I've got my hand. That activates your heart chakra. And now just drop your attention towards the back of your body and down. Maybe just follow your spine from your neck down with your eyeballs, all the way down to the sacrum. The sacrum is to do with focus and having clarity, and its sacrum is for sacred bone, and it holds our oldest memories from our ancestry in past lives. Maybe you can put the other hand on your sacrum and just activating the message to your body that, hey, I'm focusing on my sacrum. Just allowing your focus to rest on your sacrum in a restful way. Feeling your infinity, your immortality, your spirit self that's infinite. It's always been here, it will always be here. Your higher self, all your gifts, your talents. And with your hand on the sacrum, this is allowing you to have clear focus. And you can ask the universe now to help you have clarity and focus, to see what steps you need to take for you to live a life that's fulfilling, where you can thrive without distractions, where you can show up on the mat, be the best version of yourself. Because we know that when your results are lacking, your results are not where you want them to be, that's always because your focus isn't in the right place. Or you're either not focused, or you're focused on the wrong thing, or your focus is all misty. So by keeping your hand on your sacrum, you clear your focus. Just feel a sense of gratitude for your body, and then travel down through your legs, through your feet, and connect with Mother Earth or Mother Nature. And go as deep as you can go into the center of Mother Earth. Connecting all the way into the center. And when you've reached the deepest point there, just see like a little campfire that's warming and welcoming. And you can just leave all your troubles there. So just watch everything, watch your higher self, dump the worries and the stresses and the distractions and all the low value things into that campfire, releasing stuff from your body. Feel yourself get very calm and maybe heavy because your adrenals are calming down. Relaxed. As you're dumping all that heaviness out of your body into the campfire, you just watch it burn away and you feel relieved. And Mother Nature is okay with that. That's her job, to transmute and transform stuck energy. And then feel yourself be filled with like positive energy of like restfulness, peace and calm, harmony, knowing that you're alright, everything is in order. Maybe like fresh water, whatever comes to mind that represents peacefulness and freshness and restoration, revitalizing energy. And then you come back up and pull that up through your feet, into your knees, into your hips, into the sacrum, into your tummy, every area of your body, into your neck, into your shoulders and hands, and into your head as well. And out through your crown chakra, and just let it shower all over your energetic fields. And then you feel like a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more spacious, a little bit more removed from all the stresses and the intensity of life. And then you can open your eyes. And you've just given your body like an energetic upgrade, where you've gone from that survival mechanism into thrival. Because the reality is that our cells, the cells of our body, they have a switch, and they either switch towards survival, which, as I said before, 95% of the world population lives like that. And it's contagious, so it takes effort to pull yourself away from that and to put yourself into a thriving, restful state where you can thrive. So that's the other switch. The other switch is rest, digest, restore, heal, multiply, energize, and all the rest, all the good things that you need to receive. And you can do it very quickly just by copying this little practice that I just showed you that works every time. Or you can listen to other meditations or just sit out in nature. Anyway, the whole point is, the more you pull yourself away from what everyone else is doing around you, the more you will thrive. The better your success will be, the more fulfilling your life will be, the more impact you will have, and it will be less effort, not more effort. That's the good point. So anyway, it's 20 past now, so I've probably gone over time, but thank you for listening to me. If you feel stuck, or if you're in pain, or if you feel like you're going backwards, or you know that you should be doing better than you are, or you have too much relationship pain or physical pain or money pain, please come and see me. And I also have a special coaching package that I do with people who really want the best out of their life. It's on the Grada Robertson website. I will put the link in the story below this video, so you can find me there as well. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I hope you found this helpful. Hope you have a really, really great week, and I look forward to being with you next week again. Big love. Bye for now.